I do not recommend doing this yourself. This is very dangerous and stupid, but it's fun. And the clutch feels way better. I filled it up with the radiator fluid, hooked up all the wire harness connections, made sure the transmission fluid was full. I haven't fully connected this or fully bolted all this in yet. Just wanted to give a little test run. And there's no noise, sounds good, clutch feels good. Put it in first, I put it in reverse. I filled up clutch fluid for the master cylinder that goes down to the slave cylinder, and actually I bled the slave cylinder. So we're going to be back on the road shortly. While you're down getting the starter, don't forget that on the back motor mount bracket, there's not only two inside here, two bolts that are 17 millimeter, but there's a third one hiding for some reason right there. So those Koreans thought they were funny when they did that. Anyway, take that one out first. The first motor mount bolt you take out is this one in the back, sort of the back driver's side of the rear motor mount bracket. Roll the jack in, just to barely cradle it. You don't really want to lift. And then I'm going to take out my one safety bolt that's down there. I'm going to reach out down from the bottom. Then we're going to go after this. Before you get crazy trying to pull this transaxle, you got to see that there's a bolt down there holding this motor mount bracket. That looks like it's a 17 millimeter. But I suggest that you pull this complete bracket off, and you'll see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Take them off is come over here, and there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just going to be quick and easy. And it's 14 millimeter. And if you ever played the game Operation with the old board game with the batteries before video games, or you know, if you're over 35, you got to play the old Operation game and get it out without dropping it inside the frame. And we have success. Now we're mechanicking. Oh. So this is the motor mount. That's probably a $50 item. But it's worth checking out. You might want to change it while you're in here. A few cracks on the rubber. Maybe I'll go look at a new one. I'll look at a new one, see what that looks like. And then there's our 17 millimeter right there, because I want to get this whole bracket off. By the way, it's getting kind of dark. And either way, even if you're in a garage, these glasses are amazing. It's like they light everything up. They're Oakley. They're not cheap. And they're not the coolest looking. But they do work. I'm trying to get this weird shaped transmission off. You're going to pry a little bit there, and you're going to pry a little bit on the other side where the starter is. To make sure that your CV joint for the passenger side slips out. So work that out as you go, as you're pulling the transmission out. There's a CV joint there. There's a pin down there, CV joint there. Work those out. There's another pin there. It's like about a 1/2 inch wide pin that lines the transaxle up with the motor. Here's your flywheel. So as you're prying those apart, make sure that your CV axle goes out, and then you can rest it on the motor mount bracket over there. So now if you get your swivelly extension, which you got to have the swivel extension, It's better than the swivel one of these, but if this is all you have, this works too, but you can tape it so it doesn't keep falling down. Okay, in case anybody's wondering, I know, Dougie, it's time to play, I know. In case anybody's wondering, the rivets were so close. This is like the perfect time to change this. Okay, Popeye, be quiet for a second. That one rivet right there, getting scraped a little bit. So we're probably going to turn the flywheel or just get a new one. But man, that is so close. That's the closest one. Got this clutch from whatever website, Exedy. That's the same thing that Napa sells. And I can pretty much trust Napa. But I got it a lot cheaper than Napa. What are you doing? I know it's time to play. What? Playtime? You want to play? I know. Okay, hold on. Just wait. We'll play in a second. It's very important you pay attention when you put this disc on. So you notice these springs here are sticking out a little bit more on one side. So you want to make sure that goes on towards the transmission. So it says TM side. So basically you grab it like this and it goes on to the motor, or I mean onto the flywheel, and the pressure plate holds it on like that.